Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelvin Johnson. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a child account in Windows 11. So let's say you have some children at home and you want to create an account for them, and you don't want them to be able to access your device maybe throughout the day, or you want them to access your device, to access the laptop or desktop between a specific time. So let me show you how to create this account. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to go to your search menu and then look for settings. Or what you can do, you can see that I've already created my settings is now actually pinned to my taskbar, but I can just go to my start menu and here you can see we have settings. So click on settings. So by clicking on settings, we have under settings, you can see we have the option called account. So click account. So in account you can see we have your info, email and account. Don't click the email and account, just click family and other users. So click family and other users. So under family and other users, you can see we have add a family, or we can create a user's account. But mind you, I want to create a child account. So which means that if you have a child at home, maybe for example the child is just like 10 years old, 12 years old, and you just want to create an account for that child and not for an adult. So what you need to do is you need to click on add a family member. Just click add account. So Microsoft is going to ask us to actually enter the email address of that account. So but if you don't have the email address of that account, you'll be given the option to actually create a new account. So if you know the email address if you have already created an account before, you can add that account. But if you've not created any child account, so what we need to do is I will need to actually just click on create one for a child. So what I need to do is just click create one for a child. And here it says, okay, we have the option now to actually say, okay, is it going to be an outlook.com or Hotmail account? The Outlook actually is replacing the Hotmail account. So at this moment, you can still create Hotmail account, but the first option you always get is the Outlook account. So I want to create account. The email address should be Nora. Let me just call this, the account is Nora. Assuming Nora is my daughter. Well, I have a daughter called Nora. Well, let me just click Nora Johnson. Definitely, if I click next, it's going to check if this if the name already exists. You can see it says the name already exists. So let me just try to just do 201 and let's try and see. Well, I was able to create that account. So you should always try to remember the name you used to create that account, which is Nora Johnson 201. And then we're going to enter a password for Nora. And please just try to enter a password that Nora can actually type if she's still a child. So what we need to do is to click next. Here we need to enter the first name for the child, which for mine is my daughter's name is Nora. And I'm going to enter her surname, which is Johnson. And then we need to click next. Here it says, well, this is Nora lives in Belgium. And the date of birth, let me just select the 1st of January. Then I will say that Nora was born in 2010, and then we're going to say next. So the account is being created at the moment. Just wait. So now you can see that it says, well, Microsoft family Nora Johnson joined your family as a child. So we can just, well, what we can need to do is say sign in. We can just click cancel. And you can see at this moment it says Nora Johnson account has just been created. Nora can actually sign in. So if I right click there, we can block the sign in. We can change the account type of Nora from a standard user to actually an administrator. But mind you, we want Nora to be a standard user and not an administrator. At this moment, we've not actually configured what Nora can do on this device. So what you need to do is I will need to go to just click manage family settings online or remove an account. So just click on that. So it's going to take me to Microsoft Edge, whereby I will need to actually modify the settings of when Nora can sign in. Here you can see that I am the organizer of this account. So definitely here you see we have Nora Johnson. So if you have different accounts, all the accounts will be listed here. So here I want to actually click on more options. You can see we have the screen time, content filter, spending, and find Nora on a map. So let me first of all go to screen time. So we're going to screen time. So it's going to actually give me some time. It's okay. What do I want? What time do I want Nora to be able to log on to this device? So say use one schedule on all devices. So I'm going to actually just select that. And here you can see that it says Nora can log on for about 15 hours. That's the limit, but I can actually change. Let me just click on one of those days. So we can change it to a specific day, or we can decide to say, well, I don't want Nora to log on Sunday. I just want her to be able to log on, or I can select every day. And then I can say, well, here you can see, I want to actually limit the time between when Nora can log on to the device between 8 and 12. Let me just select 12 a.m. and let me click finish. And let's see what is going to happen. So now I've selected every day, so it's trying to actually save my settings, and you can see that it says the time limit for Nora is actually between 8 and 12, but let me just select the time, change the time limit. I'll just put that to like 4 hours, but I'm still going to leave the I just made a mistake. I selected Sunday. I'm going to say that for every day and then select finish. So you can see at this moment it says the time limit should be 4 hours, and the available time that Nora should be able to sign into this device is between 8 and 12. And here we also have some other, we can edit the limit, so we can say, okay, how to connect to a device. Well, let me just leave that for now. And also let's go to content filter. On our content filter, you can see we have the content filter. It says filter inappropriate website and searches. You can see at this moment it's actually turned on. So when I try to search for inappropriate website, it's actually going to be blocked. But at the same time, we can decide to say, okay, only use allowed website. I can go just search allowed website, and then we can decide to say, okay, add a website which Nora should use, which means that Nora should only be able to access this website and not other websites. And we can block this and just use only, it says filter inappropriate. We are going to configure that as well. First of all, got it, and then we can select, but we can only uncheck this, and this is going to remain on. And also we can say, okay, well, I want to actually control the spending of how when Nora try to buy apps from the internet. So here we can actually add some amount of money. So if Nora try to buy a specific software from the Microsoft Store, she can use the account or use the money I have for her on her account. But I'm not going to add any money at the moment. So I've configured Nora to be able to actually sign into this device between 8 and 12. So let's try to experiment and see if Nora should be able to sign into this device at this moment. So now Nora should not be able to log onto this device because it's already late in the evening. So let me just close this, and it says Nora can sign in and the account is Nora Johnson. So let me just try to switch account. Let me send the Control Alt Delete. I'm using a virtual machine for this training, so let me just do switch user. So by doing switch user, you can see we have the account of Nora Johnson. So let me just select Nora Johnson. Here you can see Nora Johnson's account is trying to let me sign in. Because Nora Johnson will be logging onto this device for the first time, and you can see that she's using her Outlook account to log onto this device and not an ordinary account. So it may take some time for this account to be created on this device. So here it says it's going to give me the Microsoft account option, whereby I will need to enter a password for that. So let me just enter Nora's password and then click sign in. So look at what happened. It says based on information provided, the parent or guardian needs to help finish settings of this account. Well, you can say I'm a parent or a guardian. I'm not a parent or a guardian, so I'll need to select I'm a parent. Then we can actually just click continue. So sign in to give your child the consent. So it says if you have an existing Microsoft account, use that here. Otherwise, enter your preferred email address or phone account. So we can actually just, okay, let me just use my account, because you need to actually confirm that you are the parents of that account. If not, you will not be able to sign into this device. So let me just use my email account, which of course this has been configured on my device as well. So I'm going to say next, just enter my password. and then I'll be able to sign in. Here it says, let me just select yes. So give consent for Nora's Microsoft account, and here we just need to scroll down, and then it says, well, your name is Kelvin Johnson, signature retype, name sent to verify you are a parent. So I need to actually retype my name, which is Kelvin Johnson, and then you need to say, oh, this does not match. Retype your signature or update your name. Let me just Kelvin Johnson. Okay, here you can see it says I will need to retype my name, so I just retype my name and it says it's okay. Then I need to say yes, I agree. And here it says, can Nora use non-Microsoft apps with this account? So my child can sign into non-Microsoft apps. So well, I can just select yes, or we can say uncheck that and click continue. And says Nora will only be able to use app published by Microsoft. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. So that Nora should not be using apps that is not published by Microsoft. So here you can see that it says Nora Microsoft account is created. So let's just click finish, and then Nora should be able to sign in to this device at the moment. So here the device is actually configured to use a pin. So let Nora just create a pin for herself and just enter the pin. Let's confirm the pin and then click OK. So now you can see that the profile is being created for Nora on this device. Well, mind you, this is actually for the first time, so the profile is going to take some time because the profile needs to be configured. So what I'm going to do is, you can see it says hi. I'm going to pause this video and come back again when the profile has been created. But I'll make sure that before the Nora gets into this device, we can actually see if Nora can log onto the device or not. So okay, this is what happened when the device tried to log on. It says this device is locked because of your family settings for screen time. You can use it again at 8 a.m. on the next day. So which means that Nora will not be able to send to log on to this device. You say, well, my parents is here. She can say my parents is here, or she can send a request. Well, let's see if she say my parents is here, which means that I will need to actually log on to this device to grant Nora that the request. If not, I will not be able. So I can go to more choice and use that, okay, Kelvin, and then I will need to enter my password for Kelvin. But if not, I will still not be able to enter. So let me just say, okay, my parents is here, and let me enter my password and see, and I can say yes. So by saying yes, which means that you say you can pause this time out temporarily if Nora Johnson needs some extra time to use this PC. You can say we can actually change how long Nora can use this device. I can say, well, let Nora just use this device for like 30 minutes, and I will allow her to use this device, and then she'll be able to actually just click next and then log on to this device. And right now you can see that this is logged on. This device, Nora Johnson, have been able to log on. But mind you, Nora will be locked out. In 30 minutes time, Nora will be locked out of this device and she will not be able to use this device anymore. So I think this is actually the best way you can configure the option for your child to be able to use your device and monitor the way she or he controls your device. So I have a different laptop whereby I configured a child lock on that device. So my child, who is about 8 years old, can only just work on the laptop for just 1 hour a day and not more or less. So that's how you configured a child account on Windows 11 or Windows 10. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. My name is Kelvin Johnson, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more IT videos. You can always send me a personal email. I'm going to leave my email in the description of this video. You can always send me a personal email if you have any further question. You can also check my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, my Instagram account, and also send me a personal or leave a comment on the description of this video, and I'll reply to you as quick as possible. Thank you very much, and goodbye.